Last September, when all the kids came back, I thought, well, that's that, isn't it? There's going to be a chance of me getting it. I mean, in the beginning, I kept saying, wash your hands, and stop touching me. But they're only little, and they come up, they want to cuddle you. And in the beginning, I was like, no, you can't, don't. You can't give me a cuddle, I'm sorry. But then after a while, you think, come on, man, child's just fallen over. Their knee is bleeding, and they need someone to give them a little cuddle. You're going to just leave them there, you know? So you're a human being. You're going to have to just be a teacher and do what you need to do, which is look after them. A lot of people around me, even my classroom assistant, she got it, went down really, really sick last year. It wasn't until December, January this year that the government closed everything down, you know? At the end of last year, I was really in such a state of anxiety about it. About, the numbers going up. It's a long time, like it's most of last year. It's a long time to spend in anxiety. I mean, I had a friend. She went into hospital with a COVID, good friend of mine. She lost loads of weight, do you know what I mean? And she says even breathing is so hard now. She says to me, you know what? Even going to the toilet now is hard. She has to really think about whether she really needs to go, because the amount of energy it takes just to get out from here to go to the toilet is incredible. This thing is no joke, you know? And then the vaccine comes along. And because, I had pneumonia, I didn't like it then, so I was not looking forward to killer pneumonia. Do you know what I mean? Which is what the Rona is. The question is, do you take chances with the COVID or with the vaccine? At school, when we're talking about the vaccine, it was really strange. Sometimes you're not even sure who you can talk about it to. Even our head teacher, who is black, was saying, yeah, we got to take it. But privately, she was like to me, what do you think? What do you think? Because there's so much, distrust out there. Distrust of the government, the media. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to take the vaccine. I didn't want to tell her that. But eventually I told her. And she said to me, why didn't I tell her before? And I said, because if I told you, you'd have said stuff to probably freak me out, Start talking about the conspiracy theories, 5G masks and the microchips and trying to save me from it. Now, this is really interesting because since I've said I've taken mine, I think she's taken hers. Because we are at risk, we as a race of people working in schools. But I found myself in a position where I'm going to be exposed to the possibility of COVID because it is everywhere, I know we talk about wash hands, but literally, on a walk to the supermarket is every chance. This is it now. This is here to stay now. And I've still got my life to live, my son to look after, a mortgage to pay. So I'm making sure my body is as healthy as it can be. I got all the good things I found on the WhatsApp groups, like the ones about your health. I'm still taking the vitamin Ds and the black seed oil. If it's real information, yeah. But half the WhatsApp people send me, I don't even look at, because it's not good for my mental state to be reading all this shit. If it's good information, like how to look after yourself, then I'm all up for that. Taking care, being healthier, fitter, and the strongest I can be is my way of dealing with the anxiety. And then I'm into my boxer size every day. I work out in the morning, every day for an hour, and then I work out in the evening for an hour. And then sometimes in the evenings I go to the park for the boxer size class. I mean, this is about as strong as I can be in terms of my body being super fit because, once you've had pneumonia, yeah, your lungs are never going to be 100%. I like to do social things. And one of the things I like to do, I like to dance. And I do my salsa. And where before, salsa was all about the touch. You've got to hold the person's hands, they move you. It's all to do with body contact. So we did the salsa in the park, but it was all socially distant. So you had to do different moves. I mean, it was still fun, but it wasn't quite the same because you haven't got that interaction. Friday I will go to dance, Saturday I'll go dance. That gives me my fuel to recharge my batteries. Because all you do is think about the moment. the energy, the vibe. It's such a refreshing thing to do. You haven't got the COVID to worry about. You just want to dance, forget everything. It's just about the music. That vibe is everything, you know? Connect. It's magical. Obviously, now you go, keep your distance. It's not the same because you can't connect in the same way. You're not even really looking at anyone. Come on. It's still fun, but it's just not the same. That group of people that go, enough of us all used to be in the bar, so I knew lots of them. And it was just nice to see them. Even though it hasn't been the same kind of magical kind of connection you have when you're in someone's face and dancing. All of that energy you get when you're kind of dancing with someone. That's what I'm missing.